What to do with your LLC if you close the business? This has been a question I get a lot in my DM, so I said, let me do a video on it. Number one, if you are closing your business, the business and the LLC are separate, okay? So the LLC is going to be the entity that you are doing business in, but just because you close the business doesn't mean the LLC has to go away. So a couple of things you can do is, number one, you can just do nothing with the LLC. You can keep it in the same name. To keep it active, you would just have to file your annual report every year and or pay your fee, whatever your state requires, and just keep it. Well, I don't want to keep an LLC that I'm not using for a couple of reasons. Number one, you can keep it and use it as a holding company or a parent company. Number two, you can just keep it and use it later on. Maybe you want to start another business, right? So all you would have to do is amend the name with your Secretary of State, get a new EIN number, and then now you already have your LLC for your next business. Or you can just hold on to your LLC. You would need to keep it active by filing the annual state report and or paying that state fee. But people get into the business of selling what's called aged corporations, shelf corps. You can hold the LLC and sell it later. So I always say, don't dissolve the LLC, just keep it. You may want to use it for another business in the future. You may want to use it for a holding company, or you may just want to sell it. Now, regarding the closing of the business, that will be something different. So if you have certain licenses, certain permits, certain insurances, and you don't want those to lapse, you don't want to have a balance on those, you would need to contact those separate industries. Not industry. You would want to contact those separate departments and close the license, close your permit. I like a sales tax permit, a sales tax license. You want to close those things. I'm in the carpool lane. As far as bank accounts, if we're not going to use the bank accounts, then you don't want to just keep them there and maybe there's no money in there. So if your bank charges a certain fee to have the account and there's some money there, now the bank account is being negative and drawing a balance, you want to close the bank account. Any kind of automatic subscriptions with vendors, you want to close all of those. So the closing of the business versus the closing of the entity are two different things. If you're like, well, I don't want this LLC, then all you have to do is dissolve it by filing dissolution paperwork with the Secretary of State. See you at the bank.